by those principles of accountability. Let me tell you something. There's a man called James Orengo. He calls himself, in quotes, a walking constitution. He calls himself a person who respects the constitution. But let me tell you, I want you to produce clips of James Orengo in Siaya. He is surrounded by goons, left, right, and center. I have been with him, and I'm not saying this. Seeing with.
And as much as you might feel like Murkomen is going after Orengo because they have different opinions, but it's true. Orengo uses goons heavily for his political career. So anyone that criticizes Orengo wanakutumia goons. Na si Orengo pekee, Wetangula also does the same. Like it's a political tactic that most of these politicians use. So I think it would be fair if he's calling the Orengo one out, he should also call the Wetangula one out. He should also call the Oburu one out, because that's the politics we always play, especially Gachagua. The guy that was unalived in Nairobi CBD, the reason that it goes to that point was because of the level of goonism they were doing at the grassroots. Even the female governors wako na goons. We saw Kihika alikuwa na goons. The one for Homa Bay ako na goons. So it's a very tough culture. The youth are being misused and paid cheap money just to be rogue and fight each other. Because ukiulizwa unapiga mtu mbona hauwezi elewa. Because mkubwa alisema mkifika mtu rudi. Yeah, so what I'm saying about Orengo is true.
With my own eyes.
How come you haven't summoned him to write a statement?
Well, but you know, you cannot summon him on the face of just being surrounded by these people. They must do something fast. So
then you can't also say they're goons because they're
absolutely, but you can see the culture. He cannot move anywhere without some people pushing people left, right, and center to start with, and that's where it starts. Everybody, you go to a meeting, everybody is carrying some whatever they call it, whether it's goons or bouncers or whatever, and they're pushing people left, right, and center. So there is a culture that first must come from the political leadership. They must first have proper political leadership. This man who was a former impeached deputy president, he likes talking about me left, right, and center. That man, even when he was in office as a deputy president, and I can say this without fear of contradiction, he would want to bypass the security systems to go and organize goons to invade President Uhuru Kenyatta's farm. Let him deny.
So the thing I love about politicians is that they're always saying the truth about each other. Like they're never lying about each other. What they say is true. It happened. But now, the bigger question nakuanga, like, if you know it and it's true, why is it that you're not arresting them? Because if Ruto is saying that, maybe in a scenario where Ruto is saying Uhuru and his government, they were very corrupt. Ruto has proof, but has to mshika. They have proof for these things. This guy is the Minister for Security, so akona intel anajua, but I used to arrest Gachagua. Because deep down they're still friends. Like they criticize each other, but they're still friends. That's why there's no politician that will arrest the other. If we were talking about justice then, and if Ruto was really for Kenya, Uhuru angekuwa ndani. Uhuru is supposed to be in jail. There is no world where a good president, Uhuru, is free. And they want to be a world in which, even after Ruto, the next president, kama hatafunga Ruto, then hatakuwa a good president. So we have to elect someone that can arrest these politicians. Ruto ndani, Uhuru ndani, Oburu ndani. Like most of those people are corrupt.
Let him deny that he was not involved in organizing goons to go to President Uhuru Kenyatta's land and to steal his goats.
How come he has not written a statement?
Well,
this is what we were trying to ask you, because you say that's here on TV, but he's not been summoned.
Maybe President Uhuru did not complain, and maybe he's happy with him. Suddenly now, he's the one who is lecturing us about democracy. Every time talking about, where does he get that? Legitimacy to speak about? In fact, the last person to speak about national security, yeah, and to speak about order, to speak about safety of this country, is that man.
But
because he is
If you pay for Wi-Fi every month, you need to hear this. That's your unused internet just sitting there.
No local standard anywhere.
But this is the concern that Kenyans have, because you mentioned two people here publicly, Orengo and regarding Gachagua. How come they've not been summoned?
Let me say this. Yeah. He may not have been arrested, but he was impeached.
But how come they've not been summoned?
That's what I'm saying. He was
because
impeached.
This is a matter of security. Leave alone the impeachment.
Yeah.
This is a matter of security.
Maybe.
You say that they're working with people, they stand accused of certain things. How come they've not been
That's what I'm trying
summoned?
I'm telling you that maybe now the complainant is happy with him. He's no longer with us in government.
Does the summoning depend on which side of government you're in? So
not at all.
Only the people who
not at all. I think,
but
you see, I have
shielded by the same government.
I have seen cases where criminal activities have happened, and someone is not willing to report because he is happy with the political side of that person. So they live with it.
So if there's no complaint,
if President Uhuru today writes a statement, records a statement, he will be summoned. That man will be summoned and charged.
That same person you're talking about was attacked.
But I think on the issue of Goonism, I don't think it's about someone reporting or not. Like, a crime is crime. So maybe Sijui Locum and this guy is a lawyer, but I think crime is crime. Like, if you commit a grievous crime against another person, even before you talk or anything, you should be arrested. And if he has proof that Gachagua did it, then they should arrest him. And the fact that they are not arresting him is either that they are friends or Gachagua has something even bigger on them. But Gachagua is also spilling the beans. Now I'm shaky. Meaning Gachagua is also saying the truth. Because if you're keen, they're not attacking Gachagua on the criticism he's giving them. Like, they are attacking him on a personal level. They're on a personal level. The best they can do is that he's a tribalist. Other than that, they've got nothing on their do.